Yama yahafo ene yatiefo nyina aha awie edeba eye Kumase online TV so Tik TV, Friends of Ken TV and Kente TV. Ene eye adwoada nim se ene eye Founders Day afofida kese pa edema oman Ghana. Enti ene oman no munim na yanko ba bia wo fi nanso dwumadie enti awose baba betra se na afi di nkomode fa oman no ho fi se oman no senior ekono wo sitim chichiri Ghana na efri adum kwadum ene enkomo ye ba bedi no edoso ene Founders Day ye behwe ono moji oman Ghana edisi wo edi omokra to ho ye behwe ne edi hu nkomo na enu achi ye mampanyina ka semi se ba ko fon kwantime nye Ghana emfansi wo ye binom eka obi na boa ya Ghana aye oman no nti ye behwe se sa asem no ye bedi nkomo ana afi nso ye mampenda da mahama se ope babia entro na da pa ewa Jubilee House ke mo matwa hye nyina na ya ade asabi omo nhye da nka no kore enti wanhwa omama information bia mafan se enim because ya misinformation as omo mislead you se ba ya ba how na se ne omano ubu a ode kono fi se bia ade waye bokom no so na wonye bokom na bibia ti se bokom na ese bodo no so na ntesa so ode ye enkofo tutu ko fence no fo no ye mfato ana afi nso ode ye jida enso sem no so ye mfato ni nyina ya sema ene ya transi ebedi eho nkomo na bibia atumi akoye edamba nyina ene awie meni mpanyimfa kese menu ene eba bedi dwumadi ye nua Bema Samuel Abochi oye 10 president ewo Ken University yenue ewo ha onu kresa ye communication team member edema NDC yenua Bema ye fe no eye Grimes onu nso eye chairman ewo Asuka constituency na onu kre ejemu de ma eye the new force yenua Bema chada ono eni panyina oda no ewo as chairman ewo Asuka eni be din komoni ahwese san oman no eni Founders Day enya no se na Ghana be siefre akwa adum na fi abato mu sensema ye be kawo sem bakra be din eni Wofa Danso ye da sese onyamre na sabe wabade ma dwumadi wo hwe ye na fa utie yakopon hira pa oman no edi e wo sekekere ne koye pa ye nua Bema Abochi wa Bema me mo akwaba
ya meje so
na bom dise
nyankopa dom bibia e boko nyame de ai na fam de aka o mine president not so na obe ne de na kire se bibia akoye odi kan ma memfa akonya we su nchia yahwefo ne etiefo nyina na nchia kese nso nkoma Emmanuel Kwioko amankwa motumfo na na okay university me aminipa ni o kan de ewo nti yenso de babe ya fami de ye babe som oman no ti enu enti ayaba
okay me da se yenhwe on se video bi secretary social media se chama wuntumi e kase ento abamfama ba me kobo Muhammad wonya bi ahwe
manya bi ahwe na ye very interesting unse ade anyankopo ahyehye ato no den se nipa da se ni betwire agu enye chema wuntumi nko ena waka se asanteman ento omo abama His Excellency John Dramani Mahama already president nankasa nso aka Nanado Danko Akufo-Addo ono nso all many speech or say Nanado Mahama government na kire se Mahama nankasa president na dwim no podie onim se ono ana nyankopa de esi ne hene na mum tatashi bi no ede o ya se befa nenso afie de o MPP de emfa
on
dabi
okay nice ehwe mo page mti say is NDC mon toba mo bo se na siko
o bibia koye wo hwe map na bana sisi a His Excellency John Mahama wo the northern regions and Professor Jena no Poku Ajimai recently or started from central region from 1st to 3rd August yenya warm reception even the campaign launch at Temali. It was very surprising. We were not expecting that good number. We know say yes and this is attractive, a lot of people will come, but now it's so massive. Oshe oko boko any upper easter a drama warm reception here the my His Excellency John Dramani Mahama otimi say nsesanyaba Ghana fo hia bibi na saa bibi kro mo hia no omunim say His Excellency John Dramani Mahama no bede obetimi aye ono na amamu ho hyehyeye e na omugidi na ono so na omugidi say why bi denti no obetimi aba beto aso na waboa magana etumpum.
Okay, but yanhwe mashe campaign ase anase we entity ho.
Oh, campaign na ya shase unze 27th of last month July and I launch wo Tamale. Into campaign there ya shase ano no.
Mashase sia bibie koso no.
Bibie koso kama.
But asubaka sasa bantem mashase entem no say akabosumi be se nimne kotroba. Na busum na start campaign tem say there ke fi se bi anka akaba abosumi ansa na gina mu pa na we there agasa de ebaka obabre
painful bu be say agro de ebeso e de ifra no pa ti me body me hu say late because campaign de open here that's the appropriate time I obetimi ade wa shase ti me hu from so bi e wo ho. Okay, yeah, me hu from so bi
nti we say mo hwa ebetumi aboa mu afia batue mo hwa nda so ho sem betumi di nkunim nti Ghana fo no ebeto amamo de hu ni say.
Okay, to project victory, you need a lot of factors to consider.
Okay.
Currently, everyone in the country knows, say NDC is the most attractive party and understanding the highest chance of beating a win election. Or pools are some research institutions are conducting. Science shows a show positive on the side of NDC. Or global info analytics. Any other research conducted PUSA. Which means NDC, His Excellency John Dramani Mahama. Sometimes we mean 55%, over 55% and above. What is? You know, be actually, and I any anchor so physical observation. Yeah, the reality on the ground. And a Ghana for bread, Ghana for super. And I am so no NDC na near Ghana for pay at this particular moment. Or a political climate for now. Your main opponent, Dr. Bawumia, policies or diaba. It does not resonate with the plight of the Ghanaian people. I didn't know about catch them say, oh, kwakwas a mobile phone. Now, what on near Tuyane 1 city. That is not what the youth of Ghana we need now. And any here. Say me kura mejuma. Every month ye tuya me commit me at phone biya me pay. And I me be mejuma abaya somase mejuma na ekoso kama. Me met me at phone me pay. Me here say abayin bekwa kosa phones. And ye say abayin no pesoje PZ for ne ifu ejuma yo circle boys ye ejuma ye. I didn't know about
so say ebia wo wonye sika beti akoto phone enti abano ye ma obi nyanka otue nga krankran say eno nya de ye
na me say
because abrochire no
na me say aban no
egiska loan koto efie phone do pe bia but ye ma amra beti otue
we de aban ne no so okofa phones no na obeje a watua nkakran enti aban ne je PZ ne circle fu adwuma ye adwuma ni boy bi ne wona aban wo sansan ba gi aye ena sanso na no kra wom ne se ene ade ye hia ne nye mobile phone
na de
ye hia adwuma. Okay, ma bibi nkoye botom what is it honorable KenAgyapong say ye ka economy nyina no an pocket o enya figures a nkrofo be deceive you on be ka say figures no ready indicators ni nyina show say no MPPF fail totally now if figures ne kra to nchen a reality and enema bo o kakra yesimanka omo nsem omo kan way back in 2012 and 2016 and even 2020 and okobo so an omo buafu omo se omo anka nsem omo kan nyina omo se omo anka because omo adi Ghana fo hwamo nti na ade ye hia ne de His Excellency John Dramani Mahama and enim ne Ghana mabru hia Ghana mahia Ghana fo nyina timemu fo nyina ye hia eno nti no we propose the 24-hour economy policy adwuma.
But what is Yura Mahama ka sembi say ohwe ekwanya jidafo edine fa so a omo ye confirm tutu ko Burkina Faso ba pem munya maaye no so what won asem say waka say saade no so osua bibia firi obedo mampanyini be ma onya sanfo nso what you want say
yes
what you want say
ne tie ni sa confirm issue na almost ye to Burkina no na make no misinformation we mponya misinformation disinformation because MPP for almost said that intended almost said that pass almost be kasema to Ghana for team no matter for betia His Excellency John Dramani
entinye Mahama Kansa
o sada project na sada project no me hu some
maybe o say o hwa say I've learned my lesson on a confirm management. If I come to power, we will construct cages to make sure that they don't fly to Burkina Faso. Sada disappointed me as president. Mahama tells Galu farmers.
Enya no kre. His Excellency John Dramani Mahama nko jina bebia what minim say any enya asasi so. Say asasi so nko ade His Excellency John Dramani Mahama nko jina bebia nka asase mi da. Na Sada project omode asemeto ne so ebe ye propaganda kese e wo Ghana no eni. Sa Sada project ye no na enye se bia Jomama we bie factory kese ana a onye ye kanse confirm na enye sa na ekire na ekire se ye si hatchery e wo ye kanse northern sector or northern part of Ghana say inkosua no ye boba na se emwa ne ma no ye kanse inconfirm ma no omo ye so omo nyina na ye de ama nordness no because wo hwe inconfirm at the time na very scarce na demand ne was so na nkrofo we confirm omo ton confirm omo de ye niam bebre obi mo de we bia ne ade intini ye kra biba no se da bi wo hwe da bia ye kra niam ba eno na ema niam bo kosoro no e demand ni sika inti sa ade a yensi hatchery na sa ade a se ye bobo nkosua na nkonfirm ma no ya chama farmers no akuafo no mo ayede omo anye omo ntise omo nyina na aban na san akọ afiri omo ho se ne omo benya sika sa na ekire nti enye se bia yesi ba bi se factory ana se bi se ye nkonfirm ho na ntisa nti ne ebe ni omo misman ye kan se omo ahumua ne so hwe no farmers na akuafo na ahumua ne so hwe
mismanagement ana se
meba akuafo na ahumua ne so hwe no na journalist bi call okọ no okoye ni interview ena okobisa watchman bi say na emwa ne wen ena make as a Ghana on journalism no say you scrutinizing very well because journalist in say wuhu saade no journalist no ko nke so wuhu saade ni nyina all about the project say the project ni sitie oti ase ansa no wakobisa sa question say emwa ne wen because emwa ne nyamwa ya keep you omo ba bi fa akro ya achicha ma akuafo ne say omo nya omo na enyina na aban na ide atofiri omo
eti journalist ni do no busa say emwa ne wen ana oni na nhie and kan ni nkomo bi say me ba wo so copy information bi ho a as a journalist no untimi nko nkaka say ebia makowi ewe ana genuine we oba che nipa no wabusa me ba wabusa de ntia wo ba na so de ntia na mato nim yen sentwe me fi social media house information bi se me perfume ho ba oduwa wo se emo no wo
ena me ka cho se enkomodi diem no bisa ne se emo ane wen ena watchman ne ka kire ne se omo atuko Burkina Faso well, just imagine, which is remember what the watchman the can ya watchman in a car and I did not or so the cancer watchman or dahon or hatchery one hatchery one and your baby I didn't confirm go baby I didn't confirm kusuagu it is almost boy now omo and confirm na mekria for say monya omo no munyina na ban na san be tafiri mu amo send you benya sika komubotum what I say inti journalist ne call no insem troni ne call no adwene say eye baby aye benya emoa o nti ono no kura no ne hunimdie nti okwa no na opese ohun se emoa ne guhifa emoa na omo se omo nya omo na omo guhi na watchman no so tufu ne ma no seden no ka kire ne se omo atuko Burkina no ono de kwatwero statement
okay
na MPP for so ma omo de ya propaganda
ye fa no to say ye beba founders de nso ni ahwe hawa omo no Kwame Nkrumah ne nim se one na a founder or Joe Manisi or in independence, yan, in a tia, yakasabi. before the yɛnhwɛ sisi Ghana ɛne afofida sɛn na woso hu nneɛma ɛkɔ wadaroma nneɛma mu te sɛn
odikai memfa enchia kɛseɛ nkɔma founders a wɔwɔ Ghana ɛne diaspora moayɛ adeɛ na ɛnɛ wohwɛ Ghana ayɛ den Ghana afofida yi na nka government na declare sɛ yɛatete nneɛma boɔ so nneɛma bi sɛ na nka yɛhwɛ ɛnɛ cement bo akɔ fam ɛnɛ ntosi bo akɔ fam ɛnɛ nneɛma bo akɔ fam na nka yakoma atɔ yɛ nanso ɛnɛ yɛ ka sɛ nneɛma bo gyina baabi agyina nneɛma ma ayɛ den yɛnya adwuma anyɛ ɛnɛ youth unemployment ɛduru 15% nneɛma ma ayɛ den nti si apa de obi sam sɛ sɛnea Ghana city a na me kra me expect sa question
ba bia wo compare Mahama Tama na ɛyɛ ɛkyɛ ɛnɛ de wo
bebre ohwa
bebre bi ni de
ohwa Mahama time na unemployment ɛyɛ 8.4% ɛnɛ ɛdu 14.7% ɛyɛ more than times 2 that of Mahama uye no fi wa ohwe inflation rate Mahama time na 15% about 15% and na make say even last year inflation to me drew 54%. Almost a drop in a drop across still it does not affect the price of goods and services. The nobody there just smokes in the mirror. We are no fewer. Dr. Baumiani legacy ba kwanke so janka Ghana for the back kind say or position or promise here say why Juma or Bank of Ghana da. And as when your fundamentals are weak, the exchange rate will what expose you. You think go buy any him say oh be your economics there or create any PAD there and go bet me ama dollar number 1 cedi because na do kra jina simpie su ka say mrata mes te so na dollar na do 2 cedis no. Okay say semene omampanyina at the time nka mesre Ghana for say ma mo me humodene na mesre mo mfa nche me na ma step it down. Enam 15 cedis and so still omote so.
Okay.
Eno ne ye hypocrisy. Eniema bebre kire se wo ye Mahama time na niema mu ye ombre kra wo ye kwekwe ketua bi na kire se wonye sika na de wo de pim ku kra still wunya.
Mate me dance meba ho abochi na ye ma ye nua be ma Grimes akwaba na e beto aso. Be ma bacho makwaba.
Yeah, enio.
Na pom ti say.
Pacho nyame adomboko.
Se bia hye ye de.
Bibia enchedanya boko but life we are managing it.
Yeah. Okay. Ade enema enchedanya boko emo ye dia ma wana.
Oh, enyemenko. When I'm speaking about this hardship, I'm speaking for the rest of Ghanaians that enema nkoyi said the nyina expect you know. Ebi brepa. Timenkwa mentimi nka say ye abra me hu say obia so asetremu enkoyi.
Enti den wo hu a chese o man ni modin.
Yo we the makers and kaukra na kabe ka for every sector nanka matre said there and ni per struggle or my recimo but let's go with the basics. Now the cost of having electricity for a month is very expensive. The cost of having water in a month is very expensive. The same with food. Any basic things and can many per live normal as a citizen of Ghana, but ninyina boydi intama citizens no ebrepa. Please meet me kanisa.
Okay, yansha ene Founders Day, but inyama issue ni so. Say na we see observing them.
Well, at first we thought senka the latter it gets the better, but you know, and I'm not sure say every Ghanaian is so proud to celebrate this day because a Founders Day, you know, people are going about their businesses because one juma likely say you
okay.
Ka Founders Day in Sudan, I expect Dano should be a full holiday. We all enjoy and celebrate the independence at the cost of the blood of our forefathers. But you know, me when say people are that excited.
Okay.
They are not happy. Anyway.
Mami Musa, is it compared to say na a child say the name of the new force Muguso.
Well,
I say mobile resign because I say Mukamonsa uncle. I say more the promano won't be film keke.
Not really, not really. At least we've been in the system close to a year.
Okay.
And we are still on our feet. We are always doubling up numbers. We are expanding. There is no way we are going to back down whilst we all believe, and the youth as well,
that
we are coming to take back our country and make it prosperous.
Okay.
Yes.
Timothy say this we know move and I say say this particular election there, and that is a year, but it be a next 4 years. We prepare come on.
Well, this coming election is 100% win for the new force. Yes, 100%.
What's about Ghana back with Semuno? Petting could trap up for MPP and DC. The way why are they quieted? Chiraboso mobile. As a CPP, PNC, PPP, one woman and whatever. Woman back. But what I say, with my winning on first attempt there, I know what they.
Well, I appreciate and acknowledge the rest of the parties now mobile into the front line, but almost me I'm making up. Yes, it is part of the process of change.
Okay,
they did their best for the people of Ghana to know. Say it's high time we drag down these two ruling parties. Now a new force or a third force ever.
Okay,
they did their best to sensitize the public. But ours, we are here to stay and to win.
My movie say, Kobati say, CC ABA, your alliance movement for change, the new force, and your war, Kufia Pelu LPG, your CPP, PNC, PPP, and him say, or more contested this year election. You don't know, but maybe so. So Kobasi Bia, Alan Cash, said one Odike. Any events, I think Abu Sakara Foster, I mean, petting Kumani be eating up, no. So me approach you, ma. I said, Chama, no, follow, and now, stand with Jada.
Well, that is a big question. For the interest of the people of Ghana, the new force, we are ready to align with Ubia, Ukra, the same mindset, the same vision. Said the Nana Kwame Bidia ekura for Ghana no.
Okay.
Say oba na ye nyine pese collaborate here. Well, I will for crap dodo na ye atiasefo. I think any means at all I nyine be form a coalition na yet me a project our vision to the people of Ghana. We all appreciate anybody whosoever party or woman they are all calling for a third force to do away with this duopoly. We are likely to align with them so that this vision of a new Ghana will come to the surface.
But say Alan Cash, a experienced politician. I was standing for my friend say decay, standing Oguso, and a new force. I feel na union or unity. I didn't know Mankasa na money ni internase. Maybe a money say oh, in himself experience. Enya ba kudenya the third party a betimine MPP and DC compete se ko ba se o minu kura no ai failure na nka jamuma ba yi bibisa no onso da bi anfa.
Yeah, this is how I'll answer. I think say what Ghana needs is a leader. We have a lot, hundreds of politicians in our country. And elites, but the country is running down each day.
Okay.
What do we need? We need a leader, the likes of Kwame Nkrumah, to make this country work again.
Okay.
So it doesn't necessarily matter being an experienced politician. Yes, there can be a politician who is aligned to his own interest. There can also be a politician who thinks about the country.
Okay.
There can be a leader who is aligned with his own interest. There can be a leader who thinks about the country.
Okay.
What we need are people who wants us to build Ghana anew, make this country look better, so that the people in the country will enjoy what should be for them, and not to a small or minority group or party affiliated members be.
Okay. Madam say yababa na ya to aso. You make the showdown. Mo share live edify Kumasi online TV so Tick TV and have friends of Ken TV and a Kente TV. Na enne dwumadi na no hye. But one thing is say ene Founders Day enti nyina e wo fia yankoba bia ba dwumadi ni de o hye because na twefo no ye ni holiday. Ti say o ma no yankopa ba na jwa dan temu aba de afi na kwakwaje ahome bonya ma ye die eguso ye somo man no na ebe hye nkomo baase na afi ye di nkomo na Founders Day mekọ menua be ma abochi na busa ne se na daroma Founders Day na Founders Day se na osi hu ne mafa eno e mampanyini ekasa de che Ghana fo nyina sima edu ye ni nkomo Founders Day where assess Ghana from Kwame Nkrumah ba ya wie kwa wie ba pesa bria still na jema bi jana say kakra ba
okay me da sepa odikan meka say I am very disappointed in this president.
Okay.
For this speech no making. MPP is doing their best to write off Dr. Kwame Nkrumah, which is very bad. Political party organ and MPP po. Na CPP and NDC parties ni bebre. I didn't know one party bar power on kwade or per se all the history of Ghana ebeye on a nebusuan for. Now as a president, this statement I no make it. I was very sad. Oshe Ghana Bakwasema from the time I achieved independence up to data. May I say yeah, there has been significant improvement, but because of bad leadership in Tino, and our economy is tanked. We economy if you are near maybe breakage and the yasa koyechi. Every say before Crown and now do eba be the president na niema ye na mu ye dendie na so na ye far better than any even before Kofo ba be dia before Tames be dia but na do time dia niema say Crown na ni focus nyina ne say o person no da achi bi ne ye kai no wo Ghana bakwasem
so ye
den na busuafo
so ma ye den
say omo no mo found Ghana o hwa or make a statement say Kwame Nkrumah is not the only founder of Ghana. And yes, I know kind.
Or say reject notions.
Or say and reject say Kwame Nkrumah. Mami and Jin to say Kwame Nkrumah and a founded Ghana, which is very bad. Honestly speaking, Ghana imra independence. On our way to get independence, a lot of people contributed. In Crawford Bray, give you more efforts. Nemo yeka the one who founded that at least there were one particular person be on or the who farmer or the new see or your sacrifice a dear kunanim or no dear nim or the mama history kakra Nkrumah every achimotano Nkrumah nagasana go person a priest but Dr. Koji agree and achimota or trene a lot of things about Marcus Garvey and Nkrumah na aspiration to become a priest in Roman priest a change here and obey a socialist or go school US and UK and on a Nkrofobia to say Patrice Lumumba first prime minister for Congo and George Padmo omunina they were socialist people into normal di also omo no omo yes no mo dim kitan nti Dr. Nkrumah Krane George Padmo and omo ye principal organizers of the 5th African Pan-African Conference Manchester UK. After that conference na ye appointed Dr. Nkrumah mo be secretary for West African National Secretariat ehone na ifo beti UGCC ye ka 1946 omo beti UGCC that time no na ye animdifo ne ye kuku danfo but no mo pobi obe coordinate party no mo say no Dr. Kwame Nkrumah he's brilliant man and any ideas ne towards liberation of Africa and the freedom of Africa what do you say and akwaje recommended say sadia yemfa Dr. Nkrumah mra oba no be secretary of the UGCC oba na party ne J intri or status or solicit for funding or building youth wing any ade or ye niema bebre ne dru baby no and omo say Dr. Nkrumah ye niema bi na niema no ye no de boaga no ba omo adwenim no omo ni say or the party ni din na ye na enso onye party ni na ama ne kwan osi agri memorial ye kan Ghana National and osai BAFM radio studio ni ade no omo say no or no ba nya enonyama seno no omo de ne ko share treasure no mo pese o mo kanisha o mo pese ofu ataban ena Dr. Nkrumah fa no adwen se sa de obete ne party no kote convention people's party CPP before that now we can fight say saade a governor no a UK governor no onye de oma Africans nya majority or legislative council oma kan crowd na kotu inti sa fight nim no kodem no even the election CPP election crowd not them and no winning they won a 34 seats out of 38 party are no ndi 3 years impono inti after say o winning and no status of independence inti independence no by no even during the process of independence JB Dankwa ene sa UG64 no omo twro letter koma the queen no Queen Elizabeth se Ghana yen so mra ye be de ye be je independence inti mama omo ma ye independence ema ebi mu kra twro ye kan say story say why are you leaving now so soon when you actually say they were even fighting against the independence because ohwe UG64 motor na ye in self governance within a shortest possible time. Nkrumah by no any self governance now. Into the process of independence that Dr. Nkrumah will play major role. Into yekase obi of founding Ghana. Ni yekase Dr. Nkrumah Ghana for yenye boniu. Bananado opeso chinchim story no na opepa Dr. Nkrumah ni dinfi abakwasem osha. O starti free mro no o change university sidin. Nanka ban bia oba wanye kura nanka wasi suapon ba akon asiwa ye de be kai rolling UDS your mama ko see ho University of Health and Allied Sciences universities Kwame Nkrumah University of Science and Technology and schools bebre na do ba wanye se ono de schools ankrofo asiesi wo no ye na adwene se o change dini no ndu hwa Winneba campus Kumasi omo aye ne apia menkem then the Amstead Enanka Legon, University of Ghana, the premier University of Ghana. Ngoko change drine from University of Ghana to JB Dankwa anything. JB Dankwa de pan or ye wo Ghana politics mi gijigiji entino. Opesa o de ne cover Dr. Kwame Nkrumah. Obi o tu ni hu si wo. Eji independence ma Ghana.
Me ba wonya sure say e bia na there is history where bia menu mienu ye nima omo na mpemfo mu nima ombese mo twi adwen esizo.
Mpemfo mo Ghana ne nye Nanado Dankwa. Nanado wa atra ni 80 ye obi nso ya wa atra 90 oda so te ase. Inti Nanado aka ne side of the story. We have people they were even close to Dr. Kwame Nkrumah, they are still living. Even Oshe Kwesi Pra Jr. o ncheda Drew Nanado nimfi over 70 years. But he experienced those things and he has in-depth knowledge about it. There are a lot of people, His Excellency John Dramani Mama, even Professor Mike Okwe, former Speaker of Parliament, and Ankrofo, they have narrated the story, and we know the truth. Inti adentina Nanado Nkwade or no pese or the Nebusuafo na eshe Ghana bakwasem. And they okay say one founded the Fourth Republic of Ghana. Yenyina yenim say Jerry John Rawlings. Okay, say why na independence ma Ghana yenim say or Sajefo Dr. Kwame Nkrumah. Enye JB Dankwa. Nanado no peso chinchim niema na NDC senior His Excellency John Dramani Mahama aka say yeba niema Nanado aye nyina ye betwem. Osha sa Founders Day ngasi ye di 1st July. Nanado onam so moti UGCC 4th August in intino. And 4th August ye di Founders Day or change history, but His Excellency John Dramani Mahama wa promise ye say no matter what oba send a history ni city no ye be ma na ye sa ne Nanado de ahyem ye be ye afrim ne ye nananom twroto wo no eno ne ye mfa eno ana ye pe
na mafa nse bia sa aban bi ba anaso bi bedi o ma na so a obeti ni pe IBB a sebi o ma ntimi kwhye no ane kwhye na o gas onti a ntimi to na mo bi betima stop no
Ghana mamra ne dawo ne ma bebre ne wo na where is the enforcement? Emrani betimi achiro say manyewe but as a leader no ya how are they going to enforce the penalties or impeachment? There was a time Nanado nkomu ba be impeach no
awodebe hon
Emra or yes or they or introduce COVID-11 ono ankasa ni MPs krampo they were against him. What are they were against him? Inti enye decision bia no support constitution e da wakese e na ye wo ade bi ye friend executive power. President ni betimi use the executive power implement policy without going through parliamentary approval and ade. Inti ni nyina ho no
Okay.
Inti nano de nepe. Wa be constitutional day, wa ma holidays no. Wa change niema bebre. Ene holidays commemorative holiday. Ye di holiday by we adwumem. Ye di holiday nkrofo tre exams. Ye di holiday ye hu hwe. Ne ye hu ya ho kire omode abre o man Ghana.
Okay, anything na 2 CD na kwa nkoma fanyi da so no nko.
Ene wu 2 CD be.
So wu na na say evident na.
Ene say 2 CD ni ho biem. Wu 2 CD be. Dabi. Ebi ni ho biem. Na na do say obeyi Dr. Kwa. Wo hwe asem a Dr. Baumia na be di akire ye friend say. Ne running mate Napo. Dr. Matthew Opoku Prempe okayo on his day of inauguration na ya hwe say. O say Ghana history nyina se Nanado Dankwa eko retirement Nanado Dankwa Akufo-Addo ko retirement obetim de necessity ne bo se Nanado Dankwa Akufo-Addo na serve Ghana na ne performance no aban bia no wa edru no momfa monkroma mpo no monkroma no mpo no momfa no Dr. Kwame Nkrumah ma ne time ye nya ko somboda ma wunya light
ye kasa mumfon so ntene se mfa
enye kasa mumfon so o hwe Dr. Matthew Opoku Prempe ye bia ase ahomaso woni mu kakra
sana wu hunu
fi se utimi even se wo mpenipa na se menye sa na ye ka monkroma ni mpo no monfa no wade Nkrumah ni mpo akanka se mu ka se umpa na je se udi nipa na to nipa ni nye obia
onsem fata
wati ase na Ghana ye won kwasumu nipa obeyi ye efri kwasumu ne na ye frɛ ne se onumpo obi o ma ya kosombo da ma ye ne ye nya kanea onumpo ne ye kasa onumpo
onu si mame
onu osisi schools e ma na ya be educated ma Kwame Nkrumah University of Science and Technology Dr. Matthew Opoku Prempe onya bi koye ne wa be ye kan se adehuni onu enya wan brofo kan etime ka se Dr. Kwame Nkrumah nimpo uze ya hwe ho
mate medase ye nua bema abochi ono na isi a ode nanum asema abawe bebe to aso na ye di nkomko nsam ne miensa ba ni nyanse Founders Day ya enne ye mampeni na Akufo-Addo ya oda o man nyina no na daroma ya ye dia ba esienra enzenra ne 4th be sanse enra Sunday ni on said the ban Monday until the 5th August 2024 enti ama aye bibia o Ghana fo bebre timi am ketesene se adentina mampeni ba wo se enema bebre abra na sabi enim yesuso nyina na enim no Kwame Nkrumah na obi ebondi de mantim pradie na yasesa no de ni kwase sana de ntema ne basa ni nyina yade a menu mienu ina wo se hwe na edi ehun komo ma me nko menu abema eye agreements wona afi musa obanwe de okoye events askwa chama de ma the new force no ene Founders Day se na hu ne masimadu ene de yedi di ni mantle change ye se na osi hu no wadaroma
yo Founders Day said the medical akano anka ene ye da bia anka Ghana mamu ni panyina
me ma 10 minutes why
yo kai betna se say ye mayani agye ho fi say nene da ye kan say ye wo ye man Ghana ana say ye yi oni petitire bi ba ye oba beje oman no e free colonialism ensem na me kametu efutu kakra nkam de be ma ye mampanyi ye nyina edon ye bu no nemum efutu anke de be ma ne say he should better try to make history. Don't try to rewrite history. You see, nobody is buying it.
Who is Ghana bakwase for?
It was say o make or no or then a home beka history home or ye ne ma pa Ghana for beka no. To say the ne ye kai Dr. Kwame Nkrumah no. Name mane nye na adwen say or sesa history.
Okay.
Because say wo memo no esia wiu esia nesa. Dia kenyina omoka se Nkrumah lives on and Kwame Nkrumah never dies. Yes, from time Nkrumah eka baby babisi ne amemo bia ni wa watoto osagefo Dr. Kwame Nkrumah ase di entra cause duma odima o my Ghana no sabre na mpanyifo pii na wo manim na politicians wo ho na leaders bi wo ho enso di enti na nei o man no bo osagefo Dr. Kwame Nkrumah din eche wo bia if we say ono na champion the independence and Ghana ye enjoy. He did it single-handedly. Let us underline that. Only it was not a shared goal. Bia only will be ye. Omo asabrena omo UGCC, the likes of JB Dankwane, they were strongly opposing him. All because you were once our secretary, but as we grab di yenim kai, one more mining in a so propaganda the share bra osaje for Dr. Kwame Nkrumah to kwai for peacekeeping ninyina no. Enei empenyifo a omo da so tiase a omo tena se Kwame Nkrumah breso a omo support say yentu ninyina no. Enei pina kom enum asem say sabre no ya omo the right information na ye propaganda and incite oman no ema omo sority a osaje for Dr. Kwame Nkrumah. Enti yansha ne nso saa time Nkrumah T free UGCC TCPP na they were strong opposition to the Nkrumah ye bia they were always finding a way to sabotage him. Independence no omo moje ye no omo mo original podium no so eka say at long last the battle has ended. Ghana, your beloved country, is free forever. At least ankasa leaders here and then Yera Akufo-Addo pray do omudia shemu bi no ka wasenke hu omu nso bi e wo podium ne so. Okay. They were strong oppositions. At least it is evident yene wa ye hu say there are some letters bi a ebinum atimi anya de akire say sa brempo JB Dankwa sa akire letter ma English abrofo ne say yendru say ye independence. Yendru say ye yi free nkwaso mu. Entimo nsa mefa na mundi yeso. The Nkrumah ye ni mistake. Ye nyina ye nka ne ho ye nta na chi. Ghana mind support no. Enti we de nkanya asem o se ye pegya mu kra. The founding fathers ye ni mu omo no. De odi kan ye osaje for Dr. Kwame Nkrumah. Oma na omo ka ne ho omo din be kan big six ne ho eye Saudi and also shared there were different times and different occasions and a big six in the bar. For what I know, when I read history, and they say, yeah, servicemen be equal fighting of Vietnam War. Almost by there were some package be and also Monsaka. But almost no Monsaka, there were confusion. So almost demonstration. Then Nkrumah spearheaded it. Ekoria say ye chi sa 6 ni nyina kokogumu. Omo yi Nkrumah sinchen say omo de omo nka ho Nkrumah na incited the people to demonstrate. Eno na koma Nkrumah be ye ankre efri wo omo ho. And that was where the line was drawn. Nkrumah fa ne kwan omo so for omo kwan efri wo they never loved Nkrumah. Nkrumah koda afia say none of these leaders came to his rescue. Let us be frank. History is history. There is no way you can turn this around. And unti sawanya kwanya since 2016 ababet na omenzi se Ghana mampenyi die nenka wasa woye history now papa ntimi am build bi no ke wasa nka o build bi o ma Ghana udinja enka omenmu a free brabet na so eba be si se ube free so this country has done nothing but gotten worse. Niema piachia Niema pia say that is your history. And no my Ghana be kaiwo afa ho. Ne mom no do obi ayere no ho na wa ya to ho de. Emfa ma say o baba be ebebor egu. Ye musa ye ho say president ana or pre nipa pi na di na chi ni tu ana mo ta na chi support ne boa no e ma oba be ye Ghana mampanyi pa chete sa. By ye cap president of Ghana why we ni bonidin.
Na Akufo-Addo
Ononkwa ne bonidin. The same relates to the founder. Intimate me aka say ye ka founders day na sa oma ya perceive said they were part of the founders, that is the big six. Please, they were not part, but on that one demonstration na mo mudin bar graphic mu said the big six and incited people to demonstrate no. And the man ya perceive say that big six in the independence honum pacho debi. There were the likes who fought to take Nkrumah out of prison. There were the likes who fought to give Nkrumah the voice there were some newspapers controlled by some youths. They gave Kwame Nkrumah that opportunity to communicate to the people of Ghana. These people are contributory people. Dr. Kwame Nkrumah timi J Ghana fa hudi mano.
Okay.
Entinka ye kanka womo na ose ebo omudin. Nemum enye the opposition. The only role that they play me acknowledge and they say omo invite Nkrumah say bra nebeye the secretary of the UGCC. But it is not the UGCC and the J independence at the man or my Ghana. Senka eye sadia ke betimi recognize sa leaders na omoka homan yes 6 no edo maka ho. But yes, all our currencies, their names and their faces are on it. Omaimu nipa bia enka ho hwe, because your family say yes, in a way or the other they served the nation. But to come and fight for them, say they deserve to be recognized as founders of Ghana and no dear. Omaibe biara oye discerning bia and just as we see.
But we share sisi ya nese ekobasi Ghana trasa say oyo mampanyin nti yenya no no pa ase omani history na se yedane no ana
me pacho COVID ba Ghana nipa pi tena afia sika no massive nyina omudigu omudie enkofo nyuma ye close no because there were restrictions. A lot of things happened and then nipa ho kire omopa. Just after COVID, on my way, I buy ways I impose tax for almost so. On my ni soon ye chere on my mampanyin, e soon chere emu amemu no for no. Obiantie, they did what they want. They imposed the tax, the COVID levy.
Okay.
And e levy ba, you all agree, you all attest. There were a lot of fights, even at the parliament. Chere say on my Ghana and Jintum, but they had their way. Almost half also ya the 11 to o mine ko na history na oka with me enunti omobeye de omobeye enunti na memo ba akontena da no
ba se ko ba se jane sana ko so se oba se sanema enkura no so ya wo mu foforo ba foforo nyini foforo konani ana ya de a o history de ene wa bakwasem wo ma so osua ye hwe na school nya de school mpo ye de be a new curriculum never. We call no we aba, we call no we aba. The ye no, onye sure say ye damage ye history. I say on mine and now say ye service no. Because a moment here because ye Janet Trasa o mampanyin enim from the one say na Ghana bakwa 70 years company founder. Yin na enim e kwa baje Ghana esi wo ye chimi tum say na mu na mo kan ya de na eche na JB Danko adum ba ba mu ne akwaje no fori atamba ba mu na se eja na se oyo mampanyin nti wonye de wo so ye dia o ma no ye peni ya na se pese se no
ofei ebi a ma asem na me kan no wan sheda antimasi but the na make kosi so ne say once he's the president they are in government they will try to have their way enunti na e wo se Ghana man so hunu say o ma memo na e ba besi December ya no ye man nsi ho na empem ho forever
ya emabiem
na emabiem. Now the good people of Ghana will assist the new force movement to rewrite the history, the traditional history of Ghana. History ye nyina ye nima yesua no nkrata mu edi nyini bedru sei no ya restore no.
Okay.
To set the na etino no mine enya ne ntoma pefra because oba ye no de wanya kwanya emfie nwotwe set no mine so now also contributed to the history of this country but odi no wa ye no say you say nyo dachi eno ne beda udin so 8 years na ye hunu say debia abino has their own way not listening to the voice of the people ye kai ni nyina 8 years na ye di e-levy beto o mine so o mine sre ya ye nti o no ye be kan ni nyina 8 years na ye de covid e beto e covid levy to o mine so o mine sre ye nti o no ye be kan ni nyina ye promises say ye be yi ye betete ports ne we say levy ne sa na mani nyina so no ya ntete so no ni nyina ye be kai enu nti history ne die de wa ye no eno na ye ka ye bɔ ne tɔfa de hye abakɔsɛ mu eno a na de bɛkae nana adodankwa Akufo-Addo ne na memu obebu no ɔman yi mu sɛ de de kae ɔpapa Edward Akufo-Addo no sa pepepe ne yebeye
enti ebusa ase bia wo choose sia as a new force as constituency chairman ye ka se bia wa adwumu ne de wo suan de wo hu no ma ye gan ba kwasema nka wo beka ne sey
yo metwa ne tia wa se time na British edi o my Ghana so no owura bi e frɛ no Osagefo Dr. Kwame Nkrumah okɔ ni suku nya ni nim de wa abrochiri UGCC as a party a friend no ebe your secretary but in the process now one or aligning in terms of policy no who say it is high time so my Ghana nya ne fa ho die enu nti sa Osagefo Kwame Nkrumah e bo modern e original say obeji Ghana e fa ho die ama no nti ma ono ane party for kra no eyi ni free party nim ana okote party e friend no CPP emu ana odinya independence ema o my Ghana nachi otu kwan no ana minor saa wo mo peso mo din beka history ho ne no omo betray no ana omo tu na aban guye okoye nkwa wo bi memu kopim se owuye saa Osagefo Dr. Kwame Nkrumah ono ne ne yedi ne da a o my Ghana nyina ede ehonhom ne etumi nyina eta nachi adana se o my Ghana enya afa ho die
Mate medase twaso djuma die showdown aye Kumasi online TV na yewura master Kwasi because oko piece of motaka pa Master Kwame o se Master Kwasi se o hwe oman na se na esi kona ane ensema ye mampanyin na Akufo-Addo kana ase o beso o ye nema bi ya emwa o man kura because of say ebra na Ghana ye pe fa hodie ni ade no Akufo-Addo no papa ani mpanyimfo bi a mo Kwame Nkrumah omo betray no ekotwe nkrata bi se ye papa ne ye no ba ha adwen na oman nya ready se ebeje ye fa hodie enti Kwame Nkrumah nko na fight ye abra obi amwa no enti ni kwase ka se the big six enka se the big one per Master Kwasi pride the kind was the big one referred to Dr. Kwame Nkrumah only asema no papa na kan wasam say o senke taking sa ba eni panum na kan ho free de no mo ye contribution be no mo ye ya omode bua ya kwan committee je fa ho de so etu ngine ensema ye busa ene awia ujumade Showdown so because one thing is Ghana ayi na idea because ade ngine asua from scratch na ede nyini na ene ababi say dia na baby no ase etwetwe aso kakra baby no ase omano ye ire ne makakra ayede mudu pa na ebejama Ghana fo ni ayo se de akoso se ne betimi aye aboa mo omano nso fed makwadum ko anya sa de Ghana mnimi no se ya na pet wi ba na obey no pe wi ba na obey no pe wi ba na obey no pe na omano ye bre because judges no yes ye won nyina ya aban na appoint do 90 se ko Supreme Court kura mpo se ye kwata se abobo ho a esan se eya aban na yinti enkwese hwe na ayi bibie ho enti ama oman no se ne ye pese oman kura nim ene ye hu ne sa yenko ye second topic so na fe echie no asa to aso de mamo yenhwe wan man panyini dada ye wa party obi otu franka mamo mfagba events o kwaso na yim leader so na founder na so ye dey
no ye
is so founder na
leader of the party
onye founder
nimpo founder NDC Rollins
ana mu yini sinche no
Rollins yini sinche da
na mo ka say krama opo party
mo Rollins and
mo na say o ka bibia pam na yiri nyina ya
Rollins wuye NDC for ye ne ani
ye kan yi asem o ye kire say see and can say me musa say Rollins we
and remember na yi Rollins nche ye ni Rollins
say get ya say come on pop party you know ya pam the chain no
and I will refer to Rollins
what's na one ya
enye Rollins
what's pop your party ni mo
ya pam
ana ne yiri krompo mo woni si baby ya kwoti ni party
David when the politics nye a battle of ideas say odwen say one ye ideas aligning now better party will be our free will constitution
but say ni ku na founder on a founding father
yes
edema NDC meboa
when is a party in so enya obi ne property
oh na so ba ko for
the constitution e man kwan so no ultimate ne party
it is sorry ba ko for beti asole from prayer tower obekọ school dem akọbọ mpaya e do so yina na ebe wi ase no na wate na asore na pa aboa for aboa no on a founder and leader so that say by kopem se onu nyanwuye ne de o founder but so wu a onu mbabo no odi kan ba ne take over ana meboa enti mu de ande papa na hu ne ese mo pam no anyway nyene wasam ka o de yanhwe na
ye ho anankasa
mama say e friend say open bi a ye misleading information pa dia eye Jubilee House because ono ebiasi ebi atono na da ono ane nkofo twa ne ho ahia etuotu na ku father for say the oil no oho ono maso mu misleading no ye enye panka say intention say oil no oil no sima edu enum asem yeso nti ye hwene nka wasem
na etie ne asema His Excellency John Dramani Mahama kind now or refer to propaganda bia MPP for person omoye na Ghana for hu say John Mahama nkasa ya na bibisa entesa okọ boko na okọ na boko for omope new region enti ehene ne ye de appeal to His Excellency John Dramani Mahama say then obetimi ayafa and His Excellency John Dramani Mahama chire mi say open new region when the omo person omo cases constituency boom no mo ya ne one region no say ye wo eniema bebra ye consider ebi ye can say population land size and even economic viability sa niema we nyina akeka ho ne ye consider ansane ya de yetimi akasa obetimi aye region enti ono de no chire ma chire ne say na ye de ubehia anche bia na information by say His Excellency John Dramani Mahama say oba bet city new regions, which is not true. His Excellency John Dramani nkani be biada asema no kane ne say o chirima chire ehene ne say so open new region na niema bi say ene ye consider ansan ya ma new region into all man information into say wo hwe na say wadru one ma then onokrampo ka say they can even send a petition to the committee of inquiry in parliament so that they can push it. Into His Excellency John Dramani Mahama wan ka say obebe bie new regions te say ne nanado ebe bie new regions aniema akade anka say omunya mo mudi mo te say regions omonne
and obi na emo na
osi obi
say ne 10 region but number bi wo ha esoso enti western day ni man ko 16 no emwa
okay ne etie ni obi a new region na we improve development fact
okay
but say obi a region na ebe ma obi attract political influence and a development about region because ebe say obi a region obenya regional minister obenya a lot of political positions a day development paper but ne etie ni na na do buy obi a regions no or take 6 regions count maybe 16 or some promise here agenda 111 okay okay there or see every district be obede obesi a hospital ekosi say or some promise here so obesi regional hospitals when see into a man in the o share regions are na order that ne region bia or regional hospital I many dim say we are region aside that there were other infrastructures I many dim say we are region and on nanchen ne hia pa ne say ye ka disinformation and ne say be a political opponent be a political party and organization obeshe da say or den tro ananada e dey to ni opponent so e man crofo aye dey ehun say we nye na misinformation ne dey enu bo dey enche da anya critical say because e betimi aba say asem ne dey sa na tie na e bia nipa na nchiremu ye ana say mistakenly one communicate yet one miscommunicate and misinformation and it's true Jubilee House one sad entity every say maybe you be say name you can say a flyer me share wo Twitter nkrofo post information nanado on one gasa ne presidential staffers kro share those flyers ne ba Jomama say Jomama akeka say we suane lessons no ba obey cage e dia cover you can say you can say guinea fowl and abra Jomama nkan she we on there has been a lot of false information almost speculating on the media enye no kre inti near His Excellency John Dramani Mahama kan ne de emuda o pɛ disinformation misinformation ete nanado ne na so hwa ene okɔkyerɛ ye kan sɛ ehene ni mi sɛ ni say na ya obetimi anya new regional ye de ahye na no sɛ e kan policy ho ba o pɛ sɛ hu NDC policy NDC propose a lot of policies inti ni omo ye propaganda ase omo policy omo de ba no ene Ghana ye situation ne mfa so wo se beton ni mobile phone we try
na ko ba se bia wote new region no enye ana e ha adwen tie wa se de
common edi no ye disinformation
but yes minim say me ba
but me person me establish say Jomama nkasa
wo de abochi me ba wo eye afutu o de ma emempen maham ayi nanado se ope ba bia Ghana ha Saboyo mampanyina bi pa ya misleading name pa Jubilee House.
It was more like or alert no. And you say na
enti me ba enti on kan say bia regional o create no anase o kaka wan asem say bia
statement or kind no no or to na or communicate.
It's just like advice for them mampanyina say bia.
Na you say wa share that's all man na advice because Nanado nankasa kra believe in those propaganda o mokan o hwa ba omia ebe gina simpie so ka say obisa Jomama say nem confirm na san ba Ghana nan abra enye nokre won asem enye nokre no omumuma gi atum o hwe emri bi atwam kwa omo de to Jomama so say ono no de dum so bae abra na enye nokre minu nyina se yenimade e de bae
wona de bae e ba wan breso
meba dumso na wo
da wan breso
meba ade de buy ne say kofo time no kofo ye ne de or the 50 megawatts eka energy grade no ena Tamils buy kofo ka te so for buida ma Tamils be ye Jomama buy no na energy energy supply no ni enya issues be to say a generational capacity low generational capacity because now population na increase the demand na high. Next also call Nigeria near to gas from West African gas pipe ne da Nigeria na pipe eno kra na Jomama ka say on fix the pipe na your be say obem yen so ye produce ye gas into no the Ghana gas factory buy ene mabru bebre anya adwuma ye ho wo ye no fiwa generational debt bi so da ho amampanyin fufu mo atwam ko no nka say omo emre bi ba say omo to ye ka say light bill ma no mo aye say asetena minye nti normal ide omo agai omo ntu nti ema yebede ye IPPs ne ka independent power producers yebede omo ka ena Jomama de eslaba says adia we should establish this fund to pay for the debts nti Jomama ba oba onyo no de dum so ba o na emo no besiesie Ameri plant here na yede bia bakuma ase Ashanti region ne adi enya Jomama na de buy Jomama
and the so for base 2 years
good and I make sure say
said the breast na buy
no kre ne say enye ono na ode buy nkrofo ka say Jomama na de dum so buy enye no kre
na one de buy
dum so 2007 obekaya was it November or August mu wo and I ye ne ayema mpanyin me president Kofo me respecting a lot but how can you say asofofo nkobom pai makoso modam when there is a technical problem
one cancer
president Kofo 2007 oko temani ade ko fa asofofo se omkobom pai ma nsuo ntomu akoso modam onkai now ne Ghana good inti samre no na we needed a specific solution president Kofo anye sa ade
but se be ni believe ni se bia ensuo na ewe ebia ye water
ye believe in your belief systems are ye nyina ye belong to me ye Christian me believe kire me say me bompa ya nyame beti but eba ne technicality yes a machine for taba what's a me bompa be debut nyankopon ama wadwene me believe say nyankopon ama wadwene say fix it technically ebe bad enti na wo de mpaibo instead senka wo be there wo employ new mechanisms engineering mechanisms e de aye wa anya ne sa enti he under invested in the energy sector and the repercussion was faced by His Excellency John Dramani Mahama. Ti enye John Mahama na dum so ba enye no kre John Mahama mum be solve dum so. Inti na John Mahama time or the car power by terminal plant bebre or the Mary plant or the Ghana gas factory. John Mahama efri no will contribute to over 2,800 megawatts of energy to the national power pool. Enye no pe ene sa Ghana gas here we e save Ghana over $300 million every year because we don't buy as we used to previously. Aside that, it has created employment for a lot of people because Ghana Gas Factory has employed a lot of people working there. Even my own friends, my MPP friends who are working in Ghana Gas Factory, your mama never promised one district, one factory. But no buy no sheni moye. Obeye rehabilitation wo Kumasi shoe factory, Commander Sugar Factory in Kaye Nana do buy biano keke. Wow. Or the Ghana Gas Factory, you can say YEA programs at your mama de buyer, or they employ a lot of people. Inti so bika said your mama no di dum so buyer, and no cre, or no betu or buy no, dum so ne yadia, edi disua fitete, ediaba. On the time no, ebeye so severe, now one can say, at to enchem ke see, say, a pipe the gas e bagana no, a pipe, e bin see though. John Mama time penny see na nga ya ban bia ngo beka say apa ide ne yenko fix ye ni akọ Nigeria akọ fix it o se menye sa adenti ne ye anka se ye produce wo ye kuro e na mpa nso John Mama ma ne ye produce gas Ghana Gas Factory e wo ho inti ne o ka se John Mama de dum so ba ne de wa moa Ghana fo because ye nyina me ne umienu ye nim say even 2007
so one of the buy send the breast on the buy.
Ye ka say obi di bibi ba ye ka say ye ya ka kasem no o ka say bibi di ba difference obi beto
is it one of the dum siesie ba
dum siesie on dey say na po na ono awa kwen in the word o say dum siesie ba ye dum siesie enya no correct
na dey
when say enti na Jomama ka say disinformation misinformation ye can say Flagstaff House. Energy minister, a whole energy minister, get dinocrat Ghana for. When's the John Mama no dinocrat? On one can say to me a press conference, no, I catch Ghana for say na a state of the energy sector akusi. By energy minister be or by Napu. On the time crampo na crude oil a free port and on a nanche. Odin trotchere Ghana for dum so or sa catch or convince ye say dum sie no ne de enye dum so one a day wear dum so the by enye MPP for and no one so no mo de dum sie aba Ghana for no mo dadai but unim sisi a Ghana ya dwiri me do sisi a Ghana ya hu no kre no sisi a Ghana ya hu ahokire yakom sisi a Ghana obi anim the reality on the ground Ghana ene obia ntimi nada obia enu nti na ene His Excellency John Dramani Mahama obeye 24-hour economy work uhu edoma nka Ashanti region de ngebeka say MPP for mo stronghold ba ohwe domo mu tudi na chi a utumi se nsesamba
na kwa ide bi aswanse MPP
work no ena wo hwe edoma no mudi achi
muntaka de no
Haruna Drus munyina
omunyina ba
omuba
I think they say ene Saturday happen Saturday
happen Saturday wo hwe edoma ene ye mamefo a omodwom the working class any other sectors of the economy and the biggest problem as Ghanaians unemployment and unemployment rate every quarter 14.7% and the Ghana ni bia ni bedi nkomo on pay mobile phone ba omi aso obre mobile phone ni atuan 1 cedi dabi wasa GPZ fo adwuma kra omo ye aye circle boys enya adwuma
ni ohwe adoma ni ti edimu takadi ni achi ena mpenda da mahama achi eche se mo betima di nkunima na
ena make a chiro say ye kra na enya physical observation e pen ye consider other research institution are conduct pulsar everything show positively say yes NDC is winning this election and I am confident say of course Ghana for because hwe ahokyere woma obia no obeye say obeto na ba ma MPP because MPP ba omi aba no aba no say enti na omo chinchimi Alan ne Kennedy inside ma ba omi aba no aba no nanado ne tetem eno o siki say ba omi awini a nanado na adwene no de bewu Ghana what you say a driver's mate our only experience a driver na esaba ba kire ne car dabi ye penisa ye po bi on okura licenses wo order do beti bi akọ
baba se meti bo timi de car ko bonsum kokoroba
why
meti bo timi de car ko bonsum kokoroba
mate on the licenses won timi twika on highway so ena message
highway ko bonsum
ena message
e kokoroba
ena message
obi ko timi ko si station e ko park se oloda
ena message yeah, Ghana, we want to go a very long journey in terms of development.
Okay.
And yeah, call on fabulous here. That
me da say. My young call ye nua be ma agreements on to. But you see and another say I fancy about Mahama cities you pe be a man no. You missing the information part there na Jubilee House o. Eti otu akufo adofo say ene be a all ye ni ade no. Won hwe ne be handa ache. Sima edunum ye wo de mamti o.
Yo offer say a futuo de obi di tu a yenge ho akinye cause onimangla ode ho bibi a ode gina so a o tufo enti me futuo a me de be ma President Akufo-Addo ne say otu ne fo a wontie but on this topic I'll emphasize more on accountability Penyifo na nanado eyi wo mu ni nyina including himself they are not accountable to the say obu akonta kire no akonta ni nyina ye atronko a enunti president no assign obi task bi se wonye and the position manipa no say on di djuma bi mfama na ne reporting no on reporting ye because onim said the osenka waye no onye sa asemo ebi to yera mampanyin dada John Mahama say kai the green booker any the free mobile in their own words after say omulusi election yes he came to realize a lot of things say ono any ministers no amwa no cause from the point of view no information na ye de bre no any omu design the green book e de bre no enema o perceive say wa achieve no if it was 100% on ground and Kawasa winning re-election. But the people were tired, but the president did not recognize that because Odin says medi juma we na ye show book imu nyina de a then the chese menye adwuma ensi me predecessors. They don't come in a good accountability to the government or to their leader. And a leader and also any good accountability to the people. So it has been circulating. Mesa the one agency beka hon, Samenka agency, Samenka unit. That is the media. In fact, I will emphasize that the media is doing a lot of harm to the country. Media should be independent, not aligned to a political party. So we a media na wudi oyesa oma oman no enya emfaso a etwa senko man Ghana enya wo media so. A media should be the check and balance on behalf of the people. Say Yewura John Mahama si wo ya ko kan ya the next thing is a media no fact checking no. Say Yewura mampanyin Nana Akufo-Addo say oye ya the next thing is a media air fact checking. Now we have the likes of Alliance for Accountable Governance and the rest. They are all happen to be in the shoes of, in the pockets of these politicians. So Emma or minus sofa because we become asema ye were the ose of waso nani paye de eji wenuma sem no edi. Enti se omampanyi be se ohye bobi o. Oka say every constituency be obemo omo say
$1 million.
Yes. Media ben I'm throwing this challenge to Ghanaians. And Adebia will emphasize on this and pushes the government to fulfill his promise. you have promised 275 constituencies in the country.
So that's $175 million.
Yes, now it is
$275 million.
Exactly.
Because one constituency be
exactly. Okay, say every month and every year.
Every year.
Me that's it. How many years now?
And 4 years money.
Pacho Debbie.
So Akakra.
Pacho Debbie. Ako Fado Banok or promise you.
I promise you.
Yes.
That's 8 years.
Me that's it.
If I say 7 years, be 5 months.
Me that's it.
Okay.
Juma we ne pese media mudima o mine no.
Say Bianca do man pende kananke hwehwem. Nka ayi ba omiye be ye one ni kabo mo ye sane ma no. Na nka asase ne busibusa na ko
ya no. De ema obi eto abama obi.
David.
Enye na ho ofani ni nyina so.
Ane de.
Eye nsema oka. De free na numu ba. Bo sha wo sha o mine no. Na ni so ade hunu a oda na di kire o mine no. Eno na oma oman no mu nipa enya gidie ni arehwemu ye dai ewo ni mu.
Ene me ba Grames me ba ma me so me ntwa adwensi we so. Abato paye media ye ganso ye kono. Se ohwa abato pa omo de development eto aba. Se bia aban na ba waye kontumre project mako project wasisi ebia enuma buo anaso sisi school adan e de to aba no metima ka che se enu be se 40%. Se okọ granso a obi si papa we minimum se wonya be ne ho ofe se meto aba de ma no obi si ready wo gina so o ana enipa ne kasa keke se bia o kasa che public ne se mini o man me pesa mo to aba me yo man panyini etise ni se no am for the to aba pa ba o kasa wo hwe policies pa se e de to aba dia enenka MPP NDC ko bia ma power da awon fe trouble wo asori awoko yipaban wo ye banye policy no se ne bia mo mu hu no of course se no so mo hwe no so pa
yo meka ne say ye wo dispensations say oka men doubt to men ka say there be entisa if we say tama 92 year to aba na mini ho.
Okay.
The likes of Adubu Ahine, JJ Rollins, the man penny dada, na miniho. 96, man, Entisebia ya kase sabrenum nana omoto aba based on the physical appearance of the candidate, and I say ne ebia metwase.
But ene
na wadaroma me kan aba bisia.
Ene ho ma mchiro ebe na po.
Mpachaka me pese
amano no memo akasa ewo Jubilee Park ho na po be gina ho ene bo me be gina ho no obi ka kire se na po gina ho no ko yera ni mate no ne sunsun na ho afa kra aburo ba omi aso etenke so mba so mo weni dia ade ntine ma o ma na po me ye mampanyini LD party no na nka ye ma ba omi ankwani running mate
enti
because of facial expression
enti o expressive bibia say enunti no to aba ama no eye ne sage un say for every political party bia they may have a road map on person of the winning election. Well my here no me refi me focus
on
yes enti de na make kan kosi ne say o man Ghana ye wo mu no nyankopon adom say pina ku school pina nu mo fanche me manum asemi any ebie woni ema bi ho ni titre abato ho yante kura no edwomfo ma na yi na first na bi ka ho ofani enmunyam no no munyina ka oh na na do se so baso a ebi obema free SHS ebi aso baso a obema constituency bi asika sei sabro ma nka ho fe anka ni ma ho ofani enmunyam de nka ni nka on the berry mo fanche me yina ta na chibre bi yo kwa se me ko sabre na enmonyam ni ayi de nka uyi dwoma ma yenua Ivor Green Street mo ni ayi no kremu ka mo ko mani bebre
ese kalankas kan ko so mo de medina
enu nti Ghana for atrasa
okay
the Ghana for share ye promises enti na me ka ko say promises na o mampanyi promise ye no media should have been on his neck every day of his governance to see the roadmap, his preparation towards fulfilling the promises day by day. Because Seuma promise, you must be now would the winning election. you must be held accountable to it. One for failure, when you know you never be a anchor, we would you medina na cause anchor or mine, I don't fight the justice system. Not a boo or a boo for because you have misled an entire country. But we are trying to be not serious about certain things. We don't just speak. You are speaking to a country called Ghana with a population of about 34 million. Yes. Now, o catch almost say, Munina mon famutumi nta omo to abanechi. Na mo meto abamame. Na me ba meye we ayewe. There woka ye no. Went to me anye. But ye jawo sa ma wa kono akotena se a. Enu ntine na obi na mo say obecha one obeto iPhone 16 15 ye ya mam na mo tuetua 1 CD no. Adentra ono so beka wanya the media will not hold him accountable. The justice system will not call him for any any person can come in and deceive the country. Okay. The new force yes say there should be an equity, equality and empowerment for Ghanaians. Okay. E kwan bi e befa so ma Ghana ni a ote oman we say mu ehu ne ho say oni ni nua ye pe ade bi a ye bia ebe boa no na aboa ni nua obenya opportunity na ni nua no nso betimi anya bi no oman no betimi aboa na ma ni mu apegya na wasafata obi a oye adwuma boa oman no ma ni yeye no enu ni new force ani da so eni so ade hu no yem ana de tosumi no ehia pa ye nyuma all the 16 regions of Ghana has say emu 15 are slow. They don't contribute so much to development. Accra nkwa na ye busy. Bibia Accra. The new force ye penny ye ni swadi hunu ni say ye pesa o man no ye timi bi enwuma obi anya biye. Eye eni swadi hunu eye vision na ye kura no eno ni ye nkasa bebre ye de no ba o manim na o manu ni pa bi anya adwuma ye youth ni titiri na ye wia ya hwe se ye be empower se nipa na be build no na watimi adum pempenso bia ohun ne ho se wo ye Ghana ni oni minister nya asem na ekokota ye mbuntia no because nipa we de wo animu sene no debi opportunity ba be da ho a ye nka se we ye panyi benti emfa position ne ma no na onu nso timi pribi ye nka ni bebre sani swadi hun ni si ani so media should be a fact checker as the yaka the NDC eka the MPP bamianama wo twa ne ho a okanyina no they should record it and make sure say obi obenya abani bia from day one it twa say of for failure one for failure there should be a revision of sanemano to make sure say you are held accountable for whatever you say before clinging to power or becoming elected. Because the free were no buy, and no money gina so at the two abama. Now what can be about tribalism and tribal politics. So called the United States. You see that among the Democrats and the Republicans, county be state be every time be a Republicans na winning. Every time be a Democrats and a winning. Enye about ethnicity or tribalism. Okay. But ye nipa bi wa se ne esi bring e wo up no. Their belief system is different. They don't have a party favorite. Enunti na oba Ashanti region kra. MPP we need more, but this is so we need be. Among the people within this region, there are more people who are aligned to the MPP. But it doesn't necessarily mean say the Ashantis are for MPP. I'm an Ashanti. I'm somewhere else. My brother may be an Ashanti or Fanti. He's somewhere else. Ain't ye a free Ghana? Name no America said me di example no. We have 5 swing states. The likes of Pennsylvania, Georgia, Michigan, and the rest. Arizona. Omo na debi omo decide the election no. But be a candidate ni be more electoral vote no. Omo na win election. So the same happens to us. It's not about tribalism, but it is about policy and alignment. Or policy beyond it must align with the belief of the people. Ain't me my United as I say Ashanti region MPP for there. The new force is going to take over the region.
Serious?
And the rest, yes. Oh yes.
Okay.
Your leader Crefrey Asquahaya. So we know the feedback we are getting. Yes, Nana Kwame Bediakon. Yes.
Nana Kwame
Bediakon. Naso Dini Jumani for the next 8 years. Edin or Sajefono. Ye de Bibe Mano. Cause.
Any so do hon so pa.
Na ndi so ade hunu no.
Mo so betumi abo man.
Ye nim se obetumi. Enye gidi nim. Ya tragedy ye do nim so. It is a pepe.
Any confidence no so.
It is a pepe.
But I said mo na cha na nsi ya opie ye getting to. Papa say afi kura nyama because you tell me who the new force somewhat yeah wo billboard wo bag esisi kro mantwa no na onya nyinti. I think say be 5 months here na say about but as we walk down na munim dada say musidi wa dance pay kan say me ana ya tro no won say me send mama say mun kenkana mfa be defend mfa be ka because okay one
offer medase some kind the way our South Jeffo Dr. Kwame Nkrumah opie into the political system of Ghana. Oh, I breached it.
Yes.
You invite no oba you know. He saw say he's not aligned with them. Because the needs for they no more they built a status quo.
Okay.
Oh, abrofuni die so ba we are comfortable. Yen penyifo na ye ben abrofono we are comfortable. Kroma brabe kan ho na ye nyina ye de ye enjoy mum. Then he saw said no. So tale omo ho he will become one of them.
Okay.
Enu nti otwe no ho. Ema omo fa ne ho tan.
Nti ohun sense ankofuku na obetu mu no.
Omo ne na ne vision no enye pe.
Okay.
Obi oni men Nkrumah life bia nim sa part of
ebi ni kwam bidi akonde ya o
ebia na kwam bidi akonte.
Okay.
Oba ye no senke they are the likes of MPP and NDC. But why he did not align himself with them. He has come anew.
No Nkrumah yenya ni.
Ye time no osaje for Dr. Kwame Nkrumah
yenya no
for fra yenya no ene Nana Kwame bidi akon. Enu nti no ba ye ba no ye ba se ye ba be ma oman na hunu how we do politics. That is one. Enye politics a ye nyina ye be wia oman no ni aba be ka ekwan bi so ame say eyewa dabi. Accountability is very 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 important. And until I'm stressing on the media no. Say the media, that is your major role. That makes the media relevant to the people of Ghana. And yes would be political commentary there. What the head toys cranker,
maybe say media some of what we will mean. See Ghana hey. We share radio stations, I hold only TV stations, I hold wa. Come here say MPP and NDC for there. And now ye or manga sana of individuals no. Edia mo one crying head and also. And I share a Japade book by say I'm passive free MPP fakachia. A comedy media be fast so security tria or mo peke media as binum. Omo selective media yibe mo peke nkofo a aban chomo every month ya omo no sabi omo timi mo aban na chi ana afen so media so no omo ye individuals nko aban betina omo sika kakra na mo so sebe ya omo nya omo adwumefo mo aban na chi ni ade enti ye no as media no de wo kan ye nya yanke be ye ba ebia me ma anyi sika ni bi ebia me ya mfre me ye ntua me ka bi by me yi manim miami nwa be yi meto se asuma sisi ni o chana nko no obekira wodan eni ade a media na yesu no ko so se Agyapade buku ni ampa se efuro makache de ewom nya ye nyina ya wo se sa de ni wom what you say ana sisi ya no nya se yeto se oman no se bi esinki ana se bibi ekoso enkoye na ye efe o yenim se o se ye bo aban na chi na ne nema wakeka na bom playback emani tie se wo be kan we kan ma ha ma akufodo baumio alankas ene obi bia ono aba even though kwankodi wankasa ye wura kwan bedi akon o se ke cross check the back ehun se papa no ba bi ofri adwuma be na wo ye onya sika wo hen wana mani sika den ansana ya magana fo se nipa na o se ye nto aba mo se ni se no tie be politics no ente sa we are rough ebekum
no kure enunti no
me ba they see am there for 2 years kaba any confidence ke ban there police ben ka kire say yenye ho security omano e be se e bo omano but manfo ne wo no empini tina sofo bi kwadi boni a na so be bo odua because o ne sofo set gang bo a sofo bi ko fa na so ba na yire by omo sofo bi nso ye ne ma bi ben so mani di wa be ka sofo na so bi atem e se papa ye ndisi ni ma men ka ne kura pa mama ya enye enchelizi o ibi kura mbon kasa mu bi.
Oh, intesa.
Pacho.
What does it?
Oh, you've made a point, but it does not justify.
Okay.
The Ntina America, sir, we in media, it can say ujina wonai so. Ejumane that is what you signed off.
Yes.
Obi a military, he's facing bomb and bullets directly. But also ejuma we choose so ben. Obi a police, chwa hwehwe ne kofom, ma menhwe wanim. Ufri hefa na eba de na da etube na da aka nim no ni nyina ne dwumadie no obi a hwe na yeshuti na ni awu enso adwuma watsi ne bo se obeye de aboa eyo man ni ntra enti no ye media no ye nia na menkan se mo na mo bi tre mo ho okwan bi so because o say na o state manager say mo bi kodi parties na chi de no mo yi mo amaka na mo ni akire ne to akire o etisa the enunti ama mo reliability no air conform.
Yes,
but also bibia in the midst of tyranny somebody must stand and let us know how it is done well. There was the likes of Tucker Carlson in the United States. He was very vocal. He was very honest. Fox News, Pamono. Yes, he came as an independent journalist and was doing podcast. Now he's leading Joe Rogan. We're leading America podcast. He gets far more than they get at he used to get at Fox News. Now he has a lot of sponsorships. People believe whatever Tucker says to be truth. Anna Onunkwani, the only American journalist within after the Ukraine war and within the Ukraine war since it started. What me I call Vladimir Putin honum ako interview no. Yes, so say Uma was integrity standard taller. There are some Adebu awa vision bebe do na afinde nipa recognize. Now even people thought he was becoming the running mate for Donald Trump because they saw say he's very honest person. The people were even slotting him to that level. And you know, sometimes the mass can be elsewhere, but you must know the integrity of your job. And you will be a MPP ni abayinechi. Yes, it be a for their interest. Now can you mind ke woman? Yes. Obi anya hayana oh. Say ana me personal refer. Ana me personal refer.
Me that's near foot toward them. But you best say so you may run for ne say I am for kade nkan ho. Eno sha de ba ko eni akade. Ka kra ewunya bi. Afi kra no also koye se na okan. E bia o se me kwa na ado ho. Ne ko busa ni sem bia. Abaka se fu e ko ni sika ko to fu e de na be. Nti ni na akwa bibi ho. Nti ya okan de ye asede en se ye behwe na nka we nyina no. Kanya den krama Ghana for. Ye nka no kranche Ghana for say as a media people. Say no humanity, say na papa yi woye na ado ba omia de wokka kan wote nche kra sabio na wakoma de mahameken wote nche kra na bokra
na ye Ghana ha
ni nyina ye
2016 obi ka say no economist
yes
okache say when the fundamentals of the economy are weak,
the exchange rate
yes the exchange rate menya botrani kasa asem will expose you. Yes, sir. Statement we. It was organize a press conference. Mobile pick a press conference. You should be awesome. If you are not between Nimba, Miano be Casano, and I will leader no be Casano. Promises these people every government. Oh yes, sir. They will work.
Okay, but that's a part. Yes, na omano ochina yenso so yabodi akasem that's
yejina disinformation misinformation media station no kan was very true UTV emra omu release wasi resource na chomama make comment bi even other you can CSO at the report by you can say is it third eye or something omu the report by
anasa mo de na
about the free you can say wasi resource Africa Examination Watch omo letter about say exams na nkwala ni train questions ni leaky. His Excellency John Mahama could make a harmless submission. Say yeba ebe make sure say ebe structure ni ma na nkwala na nya knowledge no. It's not just about passing the exams. UTV for ko report say John Mahama so oba remark exams ne foforo. Abrana Jomama nkanhwe into sha omo be patch omo de apache ba abonten so omo sre His Excellency John Mahama say enye sa no kan na eche omo correct information but before that information adura chichichichi nkrofo bebre asom twitwe especially obi kro penasem on the okada crossing your tea no what is and by the time I
obo na penasem
obi me fear crowd bit me catch me say your mama dey on penance personally because of net tribe
okay
inti now before so o dey say a apology letter and about on you bia na benya access to that by information now they con there a lot of people on benya access to the information they will not get access to you can say apology letter now they about and energy minister napo emra okotena vetting panel anymore mra okwakoje ye designating for the ministerial appointment for the energy sector ye catch ne say ye bisa ne say when them review or make allegation against His Excellency John Dramani Mahama mra no mo ye computerized selection for schools no or Independence Square or say John Mahama na akosi sankwala begu won matu omo kasa omo hye down collapse so kai ena odru sa vetting panel anymore omo catch them say asem on besides asem a kan na no kra nan o confess say onye no kra eno pa John Mahama chese osre no John Mahama anye sa onim hwe na asem o kan no pa na che watwe asan inti sa ne ma we say John Mahama ka say sa misinformation wo Jubilee House wa o asem o kan mu da opa me kai me ba me angasa me former MP honorable lawyer Babrotinje si former minister for tourism and yes art and culture afi o say bo be san reputo na mami na 2020 or rebasa minister pa o de me nkoma sem so ye kan say 2020 emra omo bo omo nto awo ye ho no constituency mo nanado by no obisa ne say then na ye ni pristia ngepe nanko ayamai maame ni gina simpie so e ka say wa ye pristia kwan nyina tum kota ema ye hene na 9th bo apra the 4th esi ohun kwan aye tuntum sada wa sa de asema koto ye hene so ema asem ne ye deja ema nkrofo bi kura video se ba abonten ebi da YouTube ene ya mekase eko gina nsuo nkura bo maame ni dua se nye no kra se wa ye kwan ni tuma ene omokeka ne ombeka so enhu hia se meka de ba ombo ni dua maame ne sa ko gina okwa grant interview se emra no ma constituency wada kra no ye toma o renew with over 6,000 vote interval inti sa election o be renew with over 10,000 na oni me see ye twini mu over 20,000 and if you say bobe sorry until say obekwa akoka no kre say pristia kwan onye ohwe pristia to bogo so kwan NDC the ma contract na do buy no si dabi na adwene kire ne say contract no grofobia US ka o minti no or the auditors buy say sa de obe audit and san wa ma omo ato a contract ene kwan na ka o enkrofo kra nya accident wo so omo ba no mo afa flight ba omieba our be community mining of our flight medicine no
a third topic in this
okay right information during COVID period in gasi nya from Ministry of Information ya there number it took the auditors general and a report and said a revealing near maybe a course during COVID. I who say COVID funds or much party members. And almost in Ghana for your scammer business owners near the Nina and intro. Into the right information. When you access to the right information, most of the time it does not help development.
Okay.
Inti nanado baby oteno say His Excellency John Dramani Mahama catch and say ni referee say honum na disinformation and misinformation. He is speaking the truth.
Okay. Me da say me nyamisha payi na be mabochi. Ma me san ohwa ma me nko offense eye agreements wona me do biwie. Se sie nanado say reject notion say the ye gia tum say kwam kuma na ye only person a waje o mani si wono. O was sa de no kura no enikwa say gitum mani enti uridi aye omampanyin sam o kan na chese o chese ba akofo nkwantimi nye omamu no nya de ensuo eden abanye obi obeta na chini ade sima enum mamemfa mana yenhwe wadaroma
yo
omampanyin adwen
mede ne nya adwen ba ku sei de nti ameka sa ne se mede ono a ne de mfaton se obe mampanyin no so aboafo mo boa no but ye ka Ghana mampanyina ye mo nana akofo ado mo chema wontumi mo omo ka ho hwan ne boni din nana adodankwa akofo ado osagefo Dr. Kwame Nkrumah me make me submission me kire mu se okoda afiase kura no ye wanuanom ne bia omo dwen ne ho ehu aniswade hu esi nani so ebo modern ma ye koyi ni frɛ fiase
okay
oda fiase mpo no ye election won achi ye nya anuanom ni bia omo original ye campaign ma no da na aniswade hu kire oman Ghana ema ye to abama obi oda fiase ema ofrɛ fiase be di oman no so saafo ni nyina no na saa nipa na ye ka omo big 6 na ba akokora anim na omo ho se omo support de aniswade hunu no ekura no na odi ama oman ni nyina nya fa ho die omo eboa omampanyin ana se osagefo Dr. Kwame Nkrumah emo the independence ebre Ghana omo din animu bi big 6 no omo din animu bi because big 6 no related to independence of Ghana.
Ntele de benya sa emu big 6 no
madika akire mu se
akwaje obi chebile
obie ni wa oye bibi de boa oman Ghana
okay
nemom no na omo ye party ane ye friend no UGCC enti Ghana for servicemen na omo ko Vietnam kokko ntokwa baaye no na package wo senke de ma wo mo no na ema pacho sana history kire
yes
enunti ema the likes of Osagefo Dr. Kwame Nkrumah edi animu insight ni pansa imumi enye demonstration enche the British government no because omo na de befa ye dey yemu bi koye ti yakwaba na mumfa yesika ma dia yenye demonstration enti because na UGCC no wo hon ma omo te say emu leaders ni bi na ye dey I incited the people no they thought say ye leaders ni nyina ho no mo kokko chi saafo na ye from the big 6 no enti omo chi wo mo no the next day the next morning the news headline was the big 6 arrested. The big 6 arrested. This was around 1940 something enti enya eno na di independence ne bre ye honum no na omo yi Osagefo Dr. Kwame Nkrumah si nchen say enya omo nyina na incited the people to protest but eye Osagefo Dr. Kwame Nkrumah nkoa eno na started the omo ntiti mu ye dey ebaaye ani ejai omo ani free Osagefo Dr. Kwame Nkrumah eno nti independence no it has nothing to do with the big 6. Let that be clear to the people of Ghana. A history. I think say some time ago opanyi bi kura be kire mu ewo one of the television so we uko YouTuber ni nyina da hono. What about how the big 6
Kwesi Pra Junior cry several times.
Me that's it. Enunti no muma yensha ne nso name no na me because minim say omo nyina somoman no e wo kwan bi so enti omo nyina di ebedrum re bi no yewura Jerry John Rollins to yewura Kofo to yewura Tamils yankopon form me no crancy to yewura John Dramani Mahama eba yewura Akufo-Addo omo nyina di
na mo pa kwasi mi amisa tadi PK
oh pachosa wono me ka Ghana mampen
okay sorry
leaders dey Commodore so me
kafra
eno nso no omo nyina di beba ye nwomem at some point in our history
okay
but it doesn't necessarily mean that they are founding fathers.
Okay.
Akufo-Addo papa, I think said 1972. Ano babenya Ghana mampenyin. Ano di sumrebi. Se sabre we ye bibia na esombo chen osaje for Dr. Kwame Nkrumah.
Nkebeti wansem.
Ene nka oka obie na no kasa yi kanchiremu no komai na beji ayede achiremu amano. But why she?
No component me anka say papa.
Went me anya she. Until na no person obe ball papa din specific no. O papa o na eja wo na anka say di o man no so say o man panyin pen. Why anya she? Enti eni bibi e de be ka say o na gi o man ni si ho. Na mum osaje fo Dr. Kwame Nkrumah de o pa yem bo sesi aye nyina ye Google wa ha. De musa say who led Ghana to independence. Ebe say osagefo Dr. Kwame
na ofaya unim de me ya ne say Ghana ho yenya osagefo Dr. Kwame Nkrumah nke say de ne hoho ho ne project in Africa no be the face of Africa or Nelson Mandela time be na South Africa for your independence but omo hoho an the jom
media no na yin na yen hwe okay question no na hwe a response by and then the Republic Day can say a Founders Day mommy hwe Google enim bibia yen fan to so na yen hwe de o ka kire
friends there is capture we ma hwe de say betumi ama atiefo so na hwefo atima hwe
o hwe adwuma Dr. Kwame Nkrumah ne vision
because of light in it o de is it there okay no wait back capture na kesi amaye ne hwe ade we Google do yi abana no na ye hwe say you betumi okay into me because of what
o hwe
na mama ye man nkenkan kakra mai na question no amedi kind of so no
who led Ghana to into independence was Kwame Nkrumah and Google yi by was say the first Africa born prime minister of Ghana. Kwame Nkrumah was a prominent pan-Africa organizer whose radical vision and bold leadership helped lead Ghana to independence in 1957.
Me that's it. Head like a front first a year already, you know. Yebo ni padodo din. Enya Kwame Nkrumah kwa ne bo ni din. Hwe ne ni swade huna na owo no na eso chen Ghana.
Yes.
De ana de bia ye me ya no. Senka omo ye din som no eboa na anka nyese Africa ye brisi.
Okay.
Osagefo Kwame Nkrumah ohunu Africa kwa achiri. Sese ye anje o see the independence of Africa.
It's meaningless.
It's meaningless unless we get
a link up with total liberation
of Africa. The independence of Ghana is meaningless unless it is linked up to what? The total liberation of the African continent. As some no kind of no crepa yenya independence 1957 the likes of Singapore, Mone Malaysia, Mona yenya ja omumpo. And so mo say still na yende ye ho. Fise ohunu se Ghana nkwanya independence na the rest of Africa enya bia ye oman ketua bi yentimi nye independent. We will not be truly independent enti na wo hwe the bigger scope said the beya ni nuanom a omo so wo Africa no omo nyina ye nuanom won say European makom nyina bom European Union ukra we visa eno anso ro bia utimi twa the whole of Europe. Sa kwan no so ne adwene ma oman epeja ana continent epeja but sankofo ya ne sabotage no sabra na the means of transportation the means of communication very limited enu nti se bibia gi se utu kwan na akokohia nipa no onko na na chi ayedai aye basa okọ mienu onko mra na na chi basa Kotoka otu kwa Vietnam, a whole Ghana president, ye inviting of Vietnam say a reason tokwa World War. Omra meka semu na yen entokwa ne nyede etuntwa. Look at how ana omu hunu Kwame Nkrumah enidie ne ebuo anom de man ni gidi ana omu woni mu se ono nkwa bemu a sa ntokwa ni nyina etu betwa. Osi musu okwa na Kotoka ma fa ekiri no makwa se na chi pasa ni afre no Vietnam o se owura Ghana na wuti eye wo se wo ye mampanyiwa Ghana na to abayi no ye to abayi ne se mampanyi enye ku na de ne betena so enso ye ku tia no sa Kotoka ni de na to ye airport a whole airport a lead obi to the country international airport the only international airport ye wo Ghana ha say sa nipa no ne de ne to do betray
to Kumasi the account na prempe
Minia, my wife called South Africa. That was last 2 weeks. Yeah, you be annoyed that last 2 weeks. Me check it. There is nothing like that. So it is in the process. And until the thought that NDC forecast the free SHS or more can be a I am a menji chinye be brino.
Okay.
Kobeka say ne wame Kumasi International Airport, but truly any international airport. Untimin buki flights is here. Enka say me from South Africa to Kumasi in Pacho Debi. Aji se ebisi wa Accra ansa no wa fa biako enunti saa nana etie
medase pa mame mra ho abochiwe de ebere kwa ko 5 minutes pende sorry so na okay
ene de me nkasa bibiri na ado na nkasa no onim no kre no na obi on kan no kre de we ende kre on kan no kre
na mampanyi ni twantro so mampanyi de
mampanyi ni di ntro mampanyi kire ye say
okaze
me remfri asem 2012 na atamel station na 1 cedi $1 2 cedis I say if I were the president at the time I would tell the people of Ghana that I am sorry I will resign and go home and then and cedi you can say $1 I say over 15 cedis but I resign send no dey sources on one time and anka cedi no
but $1 and ta wo hu ni say o mani nya ho chirem ye wo yedie mu enti origin
and Ghana we yedie
confrata kan say
and Ghana we yedie
ontimi nko enya Ghana ho onso hwe na o ma Ghana ye
na za papa no body ono de o de ma memfa masemisi enti Ghana for yesremo aho kire ewom na nye bi na ese ka kire se Ghana wa ho kire and niema bebre show ukodwoma ontimi nto niema ne atwa wo kra ya adwuma sem and school for ko Legon KNUST UMAT and other institutions omusu ne say abind the taboa to adwuma so and na yem fani power public sector employment yem fani power public sector service wo intino ube wie school no abetena fie dia ene na to aba my his excellency John Dramani Mahama no onfa 24-hour economy policy and facilitate job creation economic growth na onfa enhance can say production you can say sector ho enu ni twama his you can say the first female vice president Bagana obe champion the interest of women. She has the interest of country at heart enye mape but ni main policy ode ba the National Women's Bank and mamu ba mo ko banga mo ko je besi amu ho kire mu bebrebe amunya bi krai ene ye de bank ba mo benya besi a interest in si wen kuma bi ti montomo aba ma his excellency John Dramani Mahama for the 24-hour economy policy to be implemented, the big push, and then Professor Jenan Opoku-Agyeman to implement the National Women's Bank policy.
That's a Ghana for the pass over to Mfubacho. Mama also seconds na fe yenhwe the obeka dia free yewura kwami bidi akwakachi the
yo me that say the new force enidaswaba the new force enidaswo ebre o my Ghana na ayi o my Ghana free NPP NDC amemwom o my bi o my ade na so ba bi awiase aduru no ye hia leader okanifu a ɔde mmiriketuo ɛbɛba ɔman no ɛnkɔsoɔ mu because wokɔ ewiase aman na aka na wohwɛ wiase aman na aka na they are all developing as Ghana is also developing but their pace is very fast ɔmo kɔ mmirika so paa but yɛn no yɛkɔ ne sɛ akyekyedeɛ and then yɛsi school dan ne abɛtena radio so the whole month no sɛ school dan ne esi na ho asɛm nko a ne yɛka ebi fly rocket eco space ebinom yɛ a big development enti ebredu sɛ yɛn so yɛhwɛ ɛwɔ saa kwan no so ɛnu nti na yehu abrantie a yɛfrɛ no Nana Kwame Bediako wɔyɛ abrantie wɔyɛ young wɔyɛ energetic wɔyɛ vibrant na ni so ade hunu no so sɛ wopɛ sɛ wohu ne yi a sɛdeɛ ɔsagyefo Dr. Kwame Nkrumah te no saa na Nana Kwame Bediako nso te ɔse yɛma no kwan ne nsɛm no meka ne tiawa. Now, Ghana need a leader. Politicians have been there for a very long time. But Ghana needs a leader who can bring speed to our development. Oba, 16 regional industrialization. Regions na Ghana ni nyina pese obi nyuma bebre wo man ni ma ebema oman no obi oye youth and obi oye panyin opa adwuma ye bia etime anya adwuma aye obeboa nso ama Ghana ni bia owo oman we se mu no etime apagya ni mu ewo ahoɔden ni mu ewo nimdie mu ewo skill set mu a ebetime dia qualify say ye adwuma na ye nya sika ema ye ho na se ye sa ne ma we nyina the benya free mu say your taxes ne yi no ne de asiesie ya kwan ene ye hospitals ne schools amai no man no obia tima wanya ahoto ti
mate ya da se ye be hia kopon hia pa se otu Ghana fofo se omo nso so nhwa na ye wura na Kwame Bediako yento abama no na omedi oman so fi se Ghana no Kwame Nkrumah nim die no enu abi ena kopon de ama no enti ene me no pen so no Kwame Nkrumah nya no ena Nana Kwame Bediako se ne nyina be ma agreements ka no ya do bi ase se nyamihia mo ya to esa from bekan ye ho na afie di nkomo de for man Ghana ho genua be ma agreements Asukwa constituency chairman ewo the new force yewura Nana Kwame Bediako ni juma di a wo di the new force no wona chairman Asukwa constituency de ma bibia afei yenua be ma Samabochi wo ye 10 president ewo KNUST Kwame Nkrumah University of Technology no papa o ye friend say president OCCA onu kre o sign NDC communication team member enti say okotin ho na KNUST ho na on ye friend say president enti president scan ba no me be di one because say
scamba
emma first never say dem
oh dabi enye say first never Ghana economy na choki see o ye krema o ye hwe krema na panyini ne kra okonya sika no nkrofo adwuma na ye de tax aguni
mama de sika de mama de sika de obi mama de sika o sika go be yo mampani ko ye nche unya ni
o ye hwe
anu ye usan odi abi Ezika watam ko odi abi oni nwie ibo ho yapon obeti no na tudwa wa beti obo wade
Ghana mai mesre munyina made kakra se opese obeka the new force movement no eho a yani bagie pa say be receive na the din kai pa pese udi hu djuma ma ne so be dial star 442 star 24 hash no follow prompt no register oba beka the new force movement no ho the tosu biem se wo Ashanti region ha say na say wo pese obeye part of the new force membership na ubetimi asi ye leadership no eso eno no betimi aboa pa ama waba be member of the new force within the Ashanti region. Intimate Ashanti regional chairman no number 8 tudwa se be ya obetimi afresi no so na wa kire be bi poti a wo na wo do aka sa group ne ho 0261 09 5251 0261 095251 and I'm menso as Asukwa constituency leader no so obetime reach me on 024 00 64 659 024 00 64 659 within the agreements. That's it.
And there's a Ghana for to about any minimum better.
That more ready.
On better economy. promises ananado any baumia e de share Ghana for one district one factory say oh and any wo omo be hwe say dollar ni 1 cedi no omo ka say omo de 1 cedi be ko $1 omo be hwe say and 1 cedi $1 adwuma sem the Ghana for me
what if our number to you say what number be
my number there o betimi reach me on my social handles political abochi and Samuel Abochi at 1 X
Mate me da se yenua bema Samuel Abochi na sene ne miasi abre na fi se o ma hwe ne de say go to kontra Burkina Faso cuz na why word pa me Canada but Abochi ten for my function there.
Oh, 10K University, a fanship, any the most vibrant political institution in the world.
What Tescom?
Tescom, they are good.
Tescom,
good. 10K University, see, I've been over. It is a 10 or 10 or a Dubai student, Oba. Okay, last 2 years, sir. Last 2 years. But I went to me for school fees. Over 6,000.
Maybe I said, "Go and say, we as we see time now so crap on. Me di any Wofa Danso. Me do any no mu nyina ase. Akopon hira mo. Ebe hia ukoda bakra mu nyina."